train your mouth, guys, to speak in English. You know what? Why? Because this is the one topic, this is the one thing we can do, and where we can speak in English. So, watch this video till the end because this video really going to teach you how can you train your voice, how can you train your mouth, how can you train yourself. Okay, so let's get started. Without wasting of a single minute, I'm just going to start the session. Well, my name is Mansi. As you know that I basically belong to Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur. So today this session is really going to be a very energetic for you because I'm just going to teach you how can you teach, how can you train your mind, your mouth, muscles of your mouth. Okay, so let's get into this video. First thing is that what is the really important of these things? The translation process. I know there's a lot of people who don't follow the translation process, and I'm not talking about the exactly translation process. No, please don't like translate your native language to English. And your what is your native language is that you are just going to translate. Earlier, I used to do same things. Like first I speak in Hindi, then I speak to in English. That is totally a wrong method. But the translation is really very important. The first thing is that this is just put that things as a topic, right? So translation topic, it means we have a 12 translations, we have a 12 tense. At that tense you should have knowledge about these all are tense. That's really very important. If you really want to learn that language, if you really want to start speaking, so one thing you have to do, just read translation, just gain a knowledge of the translation, just understand where and at that place and what at place, what the situation you can use this tense, right? Especially just work on your present tense, present indefinite, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Believe me, guys, these four tense are really backbone of this language. Today, this video just touched to the present indefinite tense. Sometimes I use present continuous tense, sometimes I use present perfect continuous, and sometimes I use present perfect. No, but maybe I can use it. And then just work on your future, what you will do. So you should have an idea, you should just get to know what the situation is that, and we are going to use by the help of this tense. There you don't need a heavy vocabulary. Okay, in that time you don't need a heavy constructions of the grammar. Like you don't need a whether, you don't need a until and unless, you don't need a might and must. No, you need only a where are you going, what are you doing. I go to market daily, I go to school daily. So that types of concept, first you should amass the confidence in these sentence. When you get the you know what, in starting time when I used to teach in my institute, I always teach translation, I used to teach in translation. This is really very important, where student get to know, okay, for that situation, for that place I can speak like that. Suppose that today I'm just asking, just tell me what are you doing, and your answer is that I am learning English. Okay, the first is that what do you do. So your second answer is that actually I do not have anything to do. That's all are things, right? So when we have a lot of things to do and we just start thinking the process of by the help of translation, then in the quick we can just translate it and we can speak it. You have to convert English to English. Okay, you have to, like, this is a very simple tense, I am a boy. Just make a lot of example, he is a boy, she is a girl, he is my cousin, she is my cousin. Okay, and she is mad, he is mad, like that. You have to make such types of sentence where you get to know where we have to apply is am. This is really basic thing. but when you really come to speaking, maybe you are not able to speak. So that's why I'm saying just amass the confidence. And once you get a confidence, once you get the situation, to be honest, sometimes I forget where I have to use past situation, and I really want to use a past situation, but by just understanding, I forget to use the past. I use like indefinite, I use a future. So that's really very important. So work on this process, and the first number is that. ऐसा बोलते हैं ना कि अगर आपने ट्रांसलेशन पढ़ लिया, आधी इंग्लिश आपकी मुट्ठी में हो जाती है. So that's 101% a true fact. So just start from the today. Speak in a tense. You can start with your daily routine. You can start with your habit. You can start with your today, like what you are going to do. So I'm going to market, where I just where I'm going to buy this thing, where I'm going to buy these things. I'm going to prepare a tea, I'm going to prepare a breakfast, I'm going to prepare a I'm preparing a breakfast. So that's all of things you can just speak, okay, while seeing the object, right? Now the second concept is that how can you train your mouth. The second is that think. Thinking, it's really very powerful weapon. How can you start thinking in English like that? This is my phone, okay, I'm just recording this camera by my phone, and here is a tripod, okay. I know the name of this, like this is a tripod, right? But I'm not going to mention, no, you are a tripod. I just make the sentence like this tripod, like ये कैसे बना हुआ है, किसका बना हुआ है, स्टील का है, वुडन का है, या whatever. So I have to create the story of the tripod in English. I'm not thinking यार ये ऐसा बना हुआ है, ये ऐसे चलता है. No, I just think, oh, it runs like that. Okay, the work is that to we can just carry our phone into the tripod, and we can record everywhere, okay, and that is really very helpful. So I just make a small sentence with the help of this tripod, okay. And the small sentence always like covered by the tense. So when you should have when you have knowledge about the tense, then of course definitely you are able to translate it, you are able to think it about this object, okay. Like suppose that this is the laptop, okay, and today I just work on that. I'm just going to working my laptop. Oh my god, laptop is really very helpful. When I try to record any session, it's really helped me. Like when I conduct any session on Zoom, it's really helped me to recording. So that's all are things you can make it, okay. It's really very easy to think, and always think you're at that place where you are already aware about this, okay. So like if you are going to market, so where is the market? Market is the in the middle of this road, okay. And this is not very far from my house. Sometimes maybe you speak wrong, but you can think it, okay. And now to be honest, right, now we have a real great option, a chat gpt. What you are thinking, just write and just ask the chat gpt, please correct it. So really you find something is really helpful. Next time when you speak this thing, you will not do mistake. So that's the things you have to do. And the third thing is really important, start listening. If you really want to train your mouth, so first you have to start listening, and what you are listening, just pause these things and start speaking with that person. And we say this method of shadowing practice, okay, because this is really very important. If someone is saying in front of to you, good morning, so you have to speak like that, good morning too, okay. That's really help in your communication skills, because learning language, it's not a big deal, everybody can learn, but how you are presenting of your language, that matters a lot, right? So what you are speaking, people are able to understand or not, you are only speaking, that's it's not good way to learn this language. what you are speaking, if people are able to understand, that's the main thing. That's the intention you should have. If this is the intention you should have, then make sure you can learn this language very easily. You can just I think you can do whatever you have a plan. So make sure, the first is that translation, you should work on your translation. I'm not talking about the translation process, I'm just talking about the translations rule. Okay, 12 tense you should have any idea. And future perfect continuous, there's a no use, because in speaking time we use future perfect continuous. Otherwise you should work first, you just present is very important, then you can work the past and definite. Okay, and then past continuous as well, and future indefinite, and future continuous. You have to learn like four tense of the present tense. This is really important, you cannot skip one single tense. Second, you can just read future continuous and future indefinite, and the third you can read past indefinite and past continuous. Left four tense you can left it, they're not big deal. Yeah, after that you can if you really want to just cover these all topic as well, then you can also cover it, but that not that much mandatory, like which I have already suggested, that the tense you have to read it, that's really helpful. Okay, while speaking, like in this session I'm just using a present. Okay, sometimes I use future, but past I think there's a no need. Past always comes from the special things, like when you really want to describe your past incident, like what did you want to become when you were studying at school. At moment you realize, now I need to speak in sorry, now I need to speak in past tense, when you are describing about the past story of something, right? So that is the things. And the second thing is that to just think in English. Okay, this is really important, what you are thinking, what you are planning about your day, then just work in. And third is that start listening, like shadowing test you should have to start it, that is really helpful. And the fourth is really very important, when you have covered these all are things, then you need to learn vocabulary. Not only learn, you have to try to use these all words in your communication, and by the help of listening you can learn vocabulary. And that is the things, this is thing is really helpful for me, because I'm not fond of reading, so I just listen. And I'm also preparing for the government exam, so for me it is really very important to learn a lot of vocabulary. But now I'm trying to inculcating these all of words in my conversation. What the works, like yesterday I learned one word, it's a inclement. That was really nice word for me, and now I'm trying to use these all of words, use it now, definitely I will use this word in my sentence, right? That all the things you can also do that, because this really helpful. So vocabulary, everybody says in starting time vocabulary is not important, but it's my personal opinion, vocabulary really helpful, especially a verb, right? Like without verb, how can you make the sentence? Is it possible? Just ask this question of yourself. Without verb you can make any single sentence? No, we cannot make any single sentence, even we cannot complete any single sentence without the verb. So that's why verb is really very important, and verbs come with vocabulary. So make sure the two part of speech you can learn. The first is that adjective, and the second is that verb. Okay, like when you really want to appreciate this video, you need to describe your words in an adjective. Like feedback, when we give the feedback to anyone, we really need at that time adjective. Okay, if anybody asks you like how what type of personality you are, at that time you need a vocabulary of adjective, like I am a tenacious person, I am a astute person, I am a stubborn. So that all the words belong to adjective, so really it's really important to learn adjective list. And the second is that verb. Okay, completing the sentence, verb is really very important, so work on the verb. So two part of the speech you can learn it, it's really helpful for you. And make sure this video is really very helpful for you. If this is so, please just learn two adjective from your side and just mention me in the comment section. Okay, how's this video? And one thing I would love to give you here, what is the mistakes I make today in this session, just let me correct. Okay, because this is my learning phase, I really want to be a very professional into that language. I know I am a confident person, I'm able to record all the things in front of the camera, and there's a lot of people who don't have this courage, but I have, so I really proud to this thing. At least I can speak in front of the camera. Okay, so now it's your turn. Ball is in your court. Just find the mistakes in my this session, and I'm very happy when you just send me a message of yours on my comment session. And if you really want to have a session with me, just drop me a mail. My mail ID is already given in description session. So have a good day. Bye bye. Take care. And if you find out any difficulties in your English journey, so you are very free, just ask me the question. Definitely I will help you. Bye bye. Take care. Have a good day.